Man, look at that hair. Hello, America. Look at that hair. Today is July 24th, Sunday. Another sleepless night in the universe. Listen, this video that I'm doing today, this is going out to, I hope this at least one would-be potential shooter, mass shooter, will watch this and realize that what you're planning and what you've been on this journey moving toward, this committing this act of extreme violence, this is not the answer to what you're wanting to say to the universe, what you're wanting to say to the world, say to the people that have hurt you or bothered you, your voiceless life, your nobody ever caring about you or loving you or picking you or being your girlfriend or your picking you for the right job or whatever the case is that's put you on this journey moving toward this destination of extreme violence where you're going to become a mass shooter, moving into the ranks of the unarmed and just killing innocent children and innocent people unarmed. There is no glory in that. There is no honor in that. There is nothing in that except bad. I want to try to get you to listen to me when I tell you. I understand about pain. I grew up, my father beat me almost to death several times before I was 7 years old. Put me in the hospital. I was never molested, but I was beat almost to death. I was beat unconscious several times by my father. And I don't fault my father. He just gave to me what was given to him. Just like maybe some of your dads and your mom. Whatever they did to you was just what was given to them. They didn't know any better. They didn't know any better. But you know better. I know that you said the same thing I said when I was a kid, that if I ever grew up and had kids, I would never beat them and spank them like my father did me. And I've lived by that creed. My children are now in their adulthood. They're grown up, 25 years old, and my son is 31. I've never laid a hand on either one of them. They're great kids. Great kids. And I told myself that I would not do to them what my father did to me, because I didn't want them to carry into their adulthood the pain I've carried into mine. I have severe emotional, distraughtful pain. I am damaged goods. I'm a broken vessel, like you. Not to the point where I'm wanting to shoot up a bunch of people, not to that point, but to the point where I have done some dastardly things myself, things I'm not proud of, things that got people hurt. I've been there when the innocent were killed. I wasn't part of it, but I was there as a bystander, so I was just as guilty. That's why I'm pleading with you. Today is Sunday. I want you to look. Today is Sunday. Today is a day when people go to church. They worship the Lord. They love the Lord. They ask God into their life. I know you can't come forward and say, oh, please, somebody help me. I'm planning on shooting up a bunch of people. I know you can't do that. But what you can do is you can rewind the tape. You can stop the tape and the forward motion of moving toward this destiny of hurting and killing. This destiny where you're going to bring to fruition this tree inside your heart that you've been feeding and nurturing and growing, a tree of violence. And now the fruit is hanging off on it and it's unbearable, and you feel like you have to go out and do something about this. All this imagination and all this killing you've done in your mind, you feel like now you have to bring it to pass. You have to have a date of execution. That's not true. The best thing you could ever do for your life would be to stop this right now, this insanity that's pushing you and driving you in your mind's eye to do the unthinkable, to do the ungodly. Please, I'm begging you, find yourself, either it be a spiritual awakening or just a physical awakening in your mind. Change your view, change your opinion. Not everybody that you're going to kill is deserving of this dastardly death you're planning to inflict upon them. You're going to be killing a lot of people that have futures and destinies with humankind, that are going to be doctors and lawyers and philosophers and going to contribute to mankind, and you're going to snuff them out and then step through that veil of uncertainty to face a living God. We don't know what's on the other side of that veil. You don't know. I certainly don't know. We all believe a certain way. And you're going to step through that veil with 15, 20, 30 kids on your mark that you butchered, you mercilessly killed. Oh my God. Plus on top of all that, you're going to leave your family with a cancer, a blight on their lives and on their name. And they're just going to be everywhere they're going to go. They're going to be remembered as the mother, the father, the brother, the sister of you. who went into an unarmed, unprotected school and killed innocent kids, or into an unprotected whatever it was. You killed the innocent. There is no glory in that. It is a dastardly, evil thing. And I'm telling you, if you don't get yourself killed afterward and you get caught and lawyer up, they're going to stick you in a hole. And for the remainder of your life, however many years, how many decades you'll be on this planet, you will be in a hole, a concrete hole with cold running water, toilets that don't flush, food that smells like urine, and guards that are going to beat you without mercy every chance they get, because they're going to be angry at what you did. There's not going to be any glory in what you did. No one's going to look back and say, oh, and applaud you and say, oh boy, he'd really, except the next shooter that you're influencing. And you'll be influencing them just like the last one influenced you, and the one before him, and the one before him. I'm begging you, get your head out of this darkness that it's in. Get your head out of this idea that it's wrapped around. This is not a good plan. America is now beginning to come awake, and we're going to be on guard. And your plan may not even come to fruition. Look at that mall shooter. His plan was cut short by a 22-year-old who gunned him down. He hit him 8 times from 40 feet away. Killed him dead. You never even heard that shooter's name, but you sure heard that hero's name who shot him dead. And that's what's going to happen with you. You'll show up, somebody will put a bullet through your head, and that'll be the end of your plight. That will be the end of your revenge. That will be the end of your glory, your blaze of glory. All right, I hope this makes sense to you. You're not alone in this pain thing. You're not. Trust me when I tell you, you're not. You don't have the time to sit down. I'm 63 years old. You don't have the time to sit down and listen to what I've had to go through because of this pain. And I'm not trying to demean it. I know it's a painful thing. Life sucks sometimes. But it doesn't suck to the point where you have to do this. Go to church. Go to church. Get yourself involved in a loving church with loving people. Don't go in there and kill them. Go in there and worship with them. Hear the word of God preached to you. That's what will change you. That's enough for now. I hope I make sense to you. I hope I'm getting through to you with these words, with these messages. I hope it's encouraging you to stop this nonsense that you're planning.